Yo, got a note from our secret friend trying to set a meet.
You get caught spying. You are a dead man.
Thanks for the assist.
It is without question one of the best shows on Netflix, and it stars one of the best young actors working today. The Recruit tells the story of a CIA lawyer who finds himself a little in over his head when he's thrown into some situations that start spiraling out of control. The reason the show works as well as it does is the performance of our next guest. Star of The Recruit, my friend Noah Centineo joins us live in studio. My man, good to see you, sir.
You're too sweet. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you, man. It's always good to see you, man. You know, watching clips like that, I know as an actor, you undergo, whether it's this or a big superhero movie, you undergo training to be able to pull off things like that. And you don't just forget these lessons that you undergo just because you hear cut at the end of the day or a season wraps. What is the coolest thing that you can still do just because you played a character who needed to know how to do it?
Oh man, dude, I have been like, I haven't really learned anything that cool. I wish I could be like, man, I learned how to do a backflip. I don't know how to do a backflip.
You're an actor, you could be like, oh yeah, I know how to
you know,
shoot.
this one time,
yeah, me and Tom Cruise.
Actually, I will say one of the coolest things, I had to go on wires and they lifted me like 60 feet up and they dropped me about 40 feet for the wide shot. So it was like bungee jumping.
Yeah.
I got to do that like 8 times.
Dude, well, you know what's so funny is that one of the great things about this show is sort of watching this character who doesn't necessarily belong in these situations be thrown into these situations. You've had such an incredible career. You've had such a vast filmography, you know, romantic comedies and action films and movies and stuff like that. What is sort of a moment in your career where you maybe sort of paused and looked around and went, how the hell did I get here? Do I belong in this moment right now?
Man. Yeah, I mean, look, all the time I kind of feel like, pinch me, I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
Right? I started when I was 8 years old, and I really just wanted to be on Disney Channel. And one day you wake up, and you have this career, and I don't know. I love Owen Hendricks as a role so much because being able to step into a world that it was totally unfamiliar to me, being the spy genre, the action drama, kind of fusing that with this high stake but also comedic world was just phenomenal for me, and I loved it so much. So yeah, I feel very lucky.
But I gotta say, I'm loving this place that you're in your career right now, because you and I go all the way back to whenever you started, To All the Boys and stuff like that. And some actors would have said, you know what, being the internet boyfriend and being the boyfriend in like, I'm good with that for the rest of my career. But it felt like you had this moment where you said, okay, that was great, but let me show you what else I can do. Let me show you, you're a producer on this show. Do you remember sort of that moment where you said, okay, that was fun, and I appreciate those opportunities, but I'm going to show you all the other skills that I have?
I think so. Like, I think when I was younger, I was auditioning and just trying to get a job, and the real jobs that I was getting was the love interest in things, whether it was guest stars on television or To All the Boys.
Which you're very good at. It's not to knock those things.
No, not at all. And I love doing it. I love. I think as you get older, I'm lucky enough to have a job and a career where I get to explore and lead with curiosity, and that's just what this is. It's a part of that.
So much of, sort of swinging back around to this show, CIA sometimes it's following people around and staying covert, staying low-key. You have, no matter where you go in the world, you have fans that recognize you. You have people that, want to come up and have sort of that moment. What's the most you've sort of clocked a fan following you, trying to be covert, being really bad at it, maybe?
Oh man, I don't know. I think it's hard to level in on like one particular instance that was pretty absurd, but it's adorable whenever it happens, and I think I've been very, very blessed and very lucky to have fans that are sweet when they do come up to me. Yeah.
You haven't, so here's what I'm gonna tell you. We have someone on our news desk named Jocelyn, who is dying to take a photo with you.
Where is she?
She's coming.
Bring her out. We've got her in the studio.
That you're very nice, but we need to like really just rip into her when she gets here.
Okay.
Just really, it's gonna be the best.
I'll pretend I'll be a completely different.
Yeah, exactly right. Let me ask you this really quick as we wrap up. Obviously, we love everything that's on Netflix. This is one of the best shows on Netflix. The way I would capitalize your stardom and starring in one of the biggest shows by saying, listen, you guys got those final episodes of Squid Game, you got the final episodes of Stranger Things. Are you able to sort of reach out to and sort of capitalize being such a big star on Netflix?
Capital? What you mean, like with other opportunities?
Yeah, you're like, or say, hey, I just want the last episodes of Squid Game. Give me that final season. I
always go, Shane,
yeah.
Shane, I need some more links. Sometimes they give us access to things, but never Squid Game, never Stranger Things.
Well,
I wish.
We'll see. We'll see what we can
I get to see my show sometimes.
Which is really great, by the way. All right. Well, speaking of, season 2 of The Recruit premieres on Netflix January 30th. If you haven't seen season 1, you're gonna want to see it. It's streaming now. Go ahead and catch up so you can be ready when 2 comes out. My man, always a pleasure to see you, dude. Congratulations on everything. We'll see you for season 3.
Thank you very much.
Whenever we'll get Jocelyn out here so we can give her. Is she here? Jocelyn, come here. Come here. We're gonna embarrass her. Come here. Come on. Come get your picture as we go to break.
How are you?
Oh,
so nice to meet you.
Look at that. Picture.
Pleasure.
We'll be right back.